Hello, and welcome to the Vitamix family. My name is Dr. Amy Rubel. I'm a holistic physician with a special interest in whole food nutrition. If you didn't know, Vitamix is a family business started over 100 years ago by my great-great-grandfather. We're so excited to have you as part of the family. Today, we're going to review how to use your new Vitamix machine. It's different from other blenders you might have used in the past. It's a high-performance blender that's made to be durable and really unlock the nutritional benefits of the foods that you blend. The Vitamix is powerful and versatile enough to make the smoothest smoothies, piping hot soups, the creamiest nut butters, and so much more. We've picked out some great recipes to share with you today so that you can get started using your machine right away at home. You'll be so excited to share this with your friends and family. Let's get started. There are different models of Vitamix blenders. Your machine may look like one of these that we have here, or slightly different, but they all function much in the same way. A few of our machines have some additional features, such as pre-programmed cycles, as you can see by these icons. But even these machines have the ability to be controlled manually. This is your machine's motor base. It has the power cord that comes in to be plugged in on the side, and many of our machines have a master power switch on the side of the machine or in the front. Some machines don't have them at all, so check your manual. Now, you'll notice that our machines look pretty much the same on the front. You have a center dial and functions on the left and right of that dial. Those could be push buttons like this or touchscreen buttons over here. Your machine faceplate may also have icons indicating our pre-programmed cycles or none at all, but they can all function manually. So as you can see on the side here, this is our pulse switch. That spins the blades as long as you hold it down. So that's a great variety feature that we have. On the other side is our start and stop button. That starts and stops the blades. The speed of the blades is controlled by our center dial here. The lower numbers are for lower speeds, like chopping. Medium speeds are going to be for finer pieces, and our highest speed, all the way up to 10, is what we're going to use to completely pulverize the food, making the smoothest smoothies, piping hot soups, frozen desserts, and creamy nut butters. Most of the time, you'll want to use the highest speed, speed 10. That also means that the blades are moving as fast as possible to get the smoothest creations. And the fan inside the motor will be on high speed too, making sure that that's creating a cool environment. We do have safety features built into these machines. If for some reason the motor were to get too hot, it would automatically shut itself off to protect the motor. If that should happen to you, simply unplug your machine and let sit for 30 to 40 minutes to cool down. This pad here is called your centering pad, and your container will fit on top of it. It does remove easily for easy cleaning. Your container can sit on the base in any orientation. And there is some room here for movement that the machine is designed to accommodate to safely have the alignment between the container and the drive socket. This awesome machine is made from quality parts from top to bottom, and it's hand assembled right here in Cleveland, Ohio. And these are made to last, and that's why we back it up with a robust warranty. If you ever have a problem with your machine, call 1-800-VITAMIX. Even if you have a question on a recipe, we are here to help. Your container may be our large 64-ounce container, our 48-ounce container, or even our new stainless steel container. They have markings on the side so you can see how much you're filling into your container. Our lid here snaps on with these bunny ears on the side. Our lid is very special because it is vaulted, which allows you to fill your container all the way up with food when processing. We also have a vented lid plug for when we're cooking hot soups. It allows the steam to escape. There's a hole in the lid that you can access via our lid plug to add food while blending, and also our lid plug functions as a measuring cup as well. You may be wondering what this tool is. This is called the tamper, and it's such a clever tool. It fits right into the container through the lid plug opening, and it never hits the blades as long as your lid is in place. Now, I recommend holding onto the base of the container while using your tamper, or even up at the top, just for some added stability. You'll need this for really thick blends like peanut butters, or you can use it anytime you wish just to help push any ingredients down into the blade. You won't need it every time, but it's such a great tool to have. Now, let's get blending. The Vitamix machine is the best machine for making smoothies, and you're about to find out why. Let's make our basic green smoothie together. It's one of my favorite recipes, and I think you'll love it too. We'll start off with some green grapes and some banana. Now, banana's really great for giving you a nice, thick, creamy smoothie texture. We'll add some pineapple. Leave in the core. The pineapple core has good digestive enzymes in it to help keep our gut happy. Also, with our orange that we're adding, you see some of the white pieces here? That's called the pith. That's part of the peel. That actually houses our immune boosting vitamin C, so make sure you leave that in too. Next, we'll be adding some spinach. Green leafy vegetables are so healthy for our bodies, and they're also full of fiber. I'll be adding some lime as well. Now notice I did leave the peel on the lime. That little bit of citrus zest is gonna give us some great flavor. But we didn't include the banana peels. That's because if it's thin, you can leave it in. If it's thick, leave it out. That's a really good rule of thumb here. We'll add ice to keep it nice and cool, but you could also add frozen fruit instead. So we've got a nice full container here. We can add our lid. And you can hear the click on the container on the sides. And then we're gonna run for about 45 seconds. Now before I do that, I want you to notice the order that I've loaded these in here. Their ideal order to add your ingredients is liquids first with your soft ingredients, and then green leafy vegetables, then seeds or powders that you might have, and then frozen, dense ingredients on top. That's going to help your Vitamix create that vortex that pulls all the food into the blades. Now all we'll do is start our machine on slow, ramp it up to high, and run for about 45 seconds. This might be a little louder than you're used to with a regular blender. That's because that's the power of the motor. And then we can stop our machine and your smoothie is ready. Look how creamy and smooth that is. Now, if you like a thicker smoothie, feel free to add more fruit or frozen ingredients like ice or frozen fruit. If you like a thinner smoothie, feel free to add more liquid ingredients. This one's perfect for me. I know you're gonna love it too. Now we're going to do something really special. We're going to make a piping hot soup in your Vitamix. There's no heating element here. It just gets hot from the friction of the blades. Just like rubbing your hands together creates heat, that's the same thing that the Vitamix does. This is going to be our black bean soup. So we'll get started with some vegetable broth, and then some black beans. We also have chickpeas mixed in. Now for some seasonings, we have some garlic and onion. These are raw. Feel free to roast those if you'd like. We also have some jalapenos. Leave the seeds in if you want a little extra spice. I'll add an entire lime for some flavor. I did take the peel off of this because it'll be a little too bitter to add into our mixture. And some seasonings. Feel free to use your favorite at home. Next, we'll just blend. If you have a hot soup cycle on your machine at home, feel free to use that now. Otherwise, we'll ramp up to high speed, that's speed 10, and run for about 6 minutes. Now we've got a nice piping hot soup. Remember, we're able to make things hot in the Vitamix because of the special vented lid. And you can see that it is nice and piping hot. Now you could consume this now and it would be delicious, but sometimes you want a textured soup. So let's add some additional ingredients using the slower speeds on the Vitamix. So I'll select a slow speed, and then we're able to add these. These are red bell pepper slices through the top. Now those get nice and chopped up in there. Another option that we have is adding through the top and using our pulse feature. So I'll just add some more black beans for some texture here. With the slower speeds, this will give us some chunky features for our soup. We're still on speed 3, so all we do is pulse. And now our soup is ready. Now if you like a thicker soup or a thinner soup, you can adjust the liquid content to your liking. Now this looks delicious. That is delicious. This is why top chefs around the world love their Vitamix. It's so versatile. You've seen the Vitamix cook, now let's watch it freeze. Just like there's no heating element in your Vitamix machine, there's no freezing or cooling element either. It's just the amazing engineering that can blend the frozen ingredients so well that you get a frozen treat at the end. This is going to be our strawberry yogurt freeze. We'll just add our yogurt. Really healthy way to make wonderful treats at home. This is just some frozen strawberries. Now, if you want to make your own recipes at home, a good ratio when using the full-size 64-ounce container is 1.5 cups of liquid to 1.5 pounds of frozen ingredients. That could be ice or other frozen fruits. That's for our full-size 64-ounce container. If you have our 48-ounce container at home, 1 cup of liquid to 1 pound of frozen ingredients works great. To blend this up, if you have our program cycle, feel free to select the frozen treats. Otherwise, we'll just blend on high speed for about 30 to 45 seconds. We will need our tamper for this. Are you ready to try? This is a delicious, healthy treat that you can share with your whole family. If you have any leftovers, you can put it in the freezer and it'll freeze like a popsicle. So delicious. I know you're gonna love this. Next, we're going to whip up something truly impressive, a fresh, homemade peanut butter in our Vitamix. All we need is one ingredient, roasted peanuts. We like to use roasted because it brings out the flavor of the nuts. Now you will need your tamper for this. We'll use our tamper the entire time to help the peanuts go through the blades. You'll hear the machine be louder and sound like a growl during this. That's a good thing. That means that the peanuts are really getting incorporated and being pulled in through the blades. We'll ramp up to speed 10 and get started. And now you're left with a smooth, creamy peanut butter your whole family will love. Did you know that your Vitamix cleans itself? That's right, it's its own dishwasher. All you need to do is fill it halfway with water and just add a drop of dish soap. We'll snap on the lid and the Vitamix cleans itself. All you need to do is make a soapy water smoothie. If your machine has a soap bubble picture, then you have an automated cycle that you can run. Otherwise, we'll just run this on high speed for about 30 seconds. And then all you do is rinse. Your machine's ready to use again. If you want to blend right away, you can go ahead and use your container. Even if it's a little bit wet, it's safe to use on the machine. You just never want to submerge your motor base in water. Thank you for learning about the Vitamix with me and making some delicious recipes. We are here to help if you ever have any questions. Please call us at 1-800-Vitamix. You can check us out at Vitamix.com, where we have so many recipes for every occasion, and we're always adding more. Plus, don't forget to follow us on social media for tips, tricks, and recipe ideas.